Hello, Math Magicians. Today we're going to title our notes Lesson 2.6 Extension. Lesson 2.6 Extension, because that's what it matches up with in our textbook. And the topic is we're going to learn how we're going to be writing equations. Writing equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. Of parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, that's a long title. Long title. So what are we going to be doing? We're going to be writing equations. And just like yesterday, we're going to put our final equations into slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. And we're going to be focusing in first on parallel lines and then perpendicular. All right, so example number 1. If you were asked to write an equation, so you're going to be asked to write an equation of a line running parallel, equation of a line running parallel to y equals -3/8 x plus 4, running parallel to that line and running through the point 5, -6. Okay, so we're looking to write an equation of a line. We know something about this line. The line's going to be parallel to this line, but it's going through this point. So a quick sketch, all right, a quick sketch. We know this line is, I'm going to, here we go. Let's just sketch it, and it's not going to be very accurate. It's just going to give us an idea. We know this line's running downhill because it's negative, and it's running through +4. There's the y-intercept. So it's running through +4 on the y-axis. So maybe it would look something like that. Okay? Running downhill, and it's passing through +4. Now the line we want is going to be running through 5, -6. So over 5 down 6 is going to be about here. And these two lines are going to be parallel. I think I'll do this one in red. Alright, so these two lines are going to be parallel. So this is the line I'm looking for. Alright? So this line here is y equals -3/8 x plus 4. And this line we don't know. Now we do know they're parallel. So that's a big clue. Since they're parallel, we know they have the same slope. So since this slope is -3/8, then we know this one has a slope of -3/8. So parallel helped us get that, so we can maybe not be quite so confused. And we know about this point. This point is 5, -6. So that point right there is 5, -6. Okay, that's enough information. That's just what we learned yesterday. If you have slope and a point, you can write the equation of the line. Alright, so again, we're not looking for the black line. The black line we already have. That was given to us. We're trying to figure out the blue line. I'm sorry, the red line. Alright, let's flip the page. Okay, so we have our slope of negative 3/8 and we have a point. So we can use what we learned yesterday. Y equals mx plus b. And we know the slope, since they're parallel, is going to be negative 3/8. And we have a point that it's running through 5, negative 6. And since that's a point, it goes in order x then y. So you can plug these values in. So here we go. Y is going to be negative 6. Y is negative 6. M is negative 3/8 times x is 5, and then plus b. Okay, follow your order of operations. You need to multiply, and that's going to give us negative 15/8. And I need to add 15/8 to both sides. Okay, now I'm adding fractions, so I need to get a common denominator here. So I need to change negative 6 into 8s. So that means I'm going to multiply by 8 on the top and the bottom of the fraction. That'll give me negative 48/8. Okay, so that's a little work off to the side. So instead of negative 6 over here, I'm going to think of negative 48/8. So I'm going to write that over here, negative 48/8. And get rid of the negative 6. Alright, negative 48/8 plus 15 means I lost 48, but I gained back 15. So I'm still behind. I guess that's a loss of, what, 33/8? So that's B. So I now have enough information to write my equation. Here's the y-intercept. That was the slope because they were parallel. And now I can use that and that to write my final answer, my final equation. Y equals mx plus b. And that is an equation of the line parallel to the other line, but running through this point. All right, let's try perpendicular.